My child, stop for a moment right now in this exact instant. Something profound is shifting within you. That restlessness you cannot name, that weight pressing on your chest, that feeling of standing at the edge of something you don't yet understand. This is not anxiety. This is awakening, and I have stopped everything to speak directly to you. While the world rushes past and others remain blind to what is unfolding, you sense it. A quiet revolution is beginning in your life, not tomorrow, not someday. Right now, as these words reach you, the transformation has already taken root. You are not here by accident, my beloved child. I know the weight you carry. I see the nights your pillow absorbs more tears than any person has witnessed. I watch you wear strength like armor while your spirit trembles beneath. You smile when others need comfort. You stand firm when others lean. But who holds you when you can barely stand? I do. And today, I have cleared my attention for you alone. What you feel stirring inside you now is not weakness breaking through. It is my strength taking hold. When I begin my work, the first signs are never visible to eyes. They are felt deep within the spirit. This is why your inner self feels pulled toward something you cannot fully grasp, why your heart races at random moments, why sleep comes harder now. Do not pull away from this sensation, my precious one. This is the very first touch of my transformative work entering your life. But listen closely. What I have prepared is not small. What I have set in motion is monumental, and that quiet restlessness rising within you confirms something crucial. You have outgrown your current season. Your body knows it. Your feelings sense it. Your spirit is screaming it. I am breaking the invisible chains that held you in a cycle of mere survival. You were not created to simply endure life. You were fashioned to inherit the fullness of my promise, and that inner turbulence, that exhaustion without clear cause, serves as the final signal before breakthrough. I am altering the rhythm of your existence, shifting what matters to you. There are places you visit daily, yet your spirit departed them months ago. Conversations you participate in, but your authentic self no longer connects with. Relationships you maintain by habit, yet which no longer strengthen your spiritual core. I am dismantling these patterns. I am the God of forward movement, of new beginnings, of living pathways, and though you fear releasing the small comforts you clutch, I urge you, trust me in this. When I remove something from your hands, it is because I intend to place something far greater in your grasp. This is why so much has been stirring within your spirit. This disruption is deliberate. This unsettlement is divine. Do not resist what is happening. You have watched certain situations drift away, people who grew distant without explanation, opportunities that seemed certain but vanished, unexpected health concerns, worries for those you love. None of this occurs without purpose. Every element exists within my permission, designed to bring you to this standstill, for if everything had remained comfortable, you would never understand with such clarity what I am now revealing. Sometimes I allow your path to diverge from its expected course, unveiling a route you could not have conceived, and it is on that very road my greatest work becomes visible. But it becomes visible only when you cease trying to control every detail and genuinely surrender your life's direction to me. You have carried the burden of being strong for too long, my child. Now it is my turn to uphold you. What is at hand is not merely your weariness. It is the unveiling of everything I have always intended for you. My promises extend beyond your personal life. They ripple into the lives of those around you. But before I act in your outer world, I must act within you. Before I bring completion to your circumstances, I must bring wholeness inside you. The discomfort you feel today is not an ending. It is proof that renewal draws near, and you will not walk this path alone. I am dispatching unseen assistance, guiding those who can help, silencing negative words spoken against you, neutralizing any harmful intent directed at your home. My transformative work has already begun. Do not be deceived by surface appearances. You do not need physical evidence to know it is unfolding. Faith is the key element, and what you sense now is my spirit confirming within you what the visible world has not yet displayed. This is why your inner restlessness has intensified. Your sleep breaks at odd hours. Your thoughts race without clear direction. I am arranging all things into their proper alignment. And when I move within you, it signals that outward manifestation is drawing close. But you must be prepared. Therefore, do not dismiss this present moment. Do not treat what comes from heaven as ordinary. Do not disconnect before you receive what is yours. Stay until the end, my beloved, for there are truths here that speak directly to your specific struggles, to your unique path, to your particular home. The time has arrived. The moment has come to stand with unwavering conviction, to reaffirm my promises concerning your family, to pray as one who has already received, to move forward as one who has already encountered my presence. There were voices that tried to convince you certain things were lost forever, that healing was impossible, that relationships were severed beyond repair, that your dreams no longer mattered. But understand, my child, I hold all of time itself. What you believe is past, I can restore in an instant. My single declaration reshapes your reality even now. Let this truth settle deep in your heart. You are walking a path few choose to continue. That quiet strength within you, that steady resolve, despite exhaustion, this is my very presence upholding you beyond your natural limits. I know some days weigh impossibly heavy. Your spirit feels worn. Clear vision seems distant. Yet this perseverance is uncovering a significant transformation deep within you. You are advancing even when it feels like stagnation. This internal disquiet is not weakness, my beloved. It signals profound change taking root. Only those destined for significant purpose feel this kind of deep inner movement. This is not merely struggle, it is rebirth within your deepest self. As this inner transformation unfolds, much in your environment has shifted. I created quiet space in your relationships, a gentle separation, so my voice could be heard distinctly. Many voices cloud understanding, but solitude brings clarity. Now you notice truths you once overlooked. You who offered wisdom to many now feel uncertain about your own direction. This sense of being untethered is actually the beginning of my direct leading. I am illuminating your way, making paths clear through your moments of doubt. That feeling of urgency you sense is not cause for worry. It is my spirit gently moving you beyond stagnation. Do not expect a return to former ways. Nothing will be exactly as it was. Instead, it will be refined, completely renewed, for I am making all things new with greater power. Things you once found acceptable now disturb you. What once brought no conviction now causes discomfort. This is how I prepare you, creating distance from what felt familiar, because I cannot lead you into a new season if you cling to the old. I am awakening profound desire within you, my child, not the shallow wanting for material things, but deep hunger for purpose, for meaning, for authentic connection with my presence. This hunger is my signature within you. It proves you are mine. It confirms you are being prepared for what is coming, and what is coming will surpass your comprehension. I speak not of vague future promises, but of imminent reality. The shift you feel is the final preparation before manifestation. Like a woman in labor, the increasing intensity of your inner discomfort signals that birth is near. Do not fear this process. Do not retreat when it becomes uncomfortable. The very fact that you feel stretched beyond your capacity proves you are expanding into new dimensions of existence. I am removing limitations you accepted as permanent, ceilings you believed were fixed. boundaries you thought were unchangeable. Watch as I shatter every false limit placed on your life by circumstance, by others, by your own past failures. You have spent years building walls to protect yourself, reasonable walls necessary at the time, walls constructed after betrayal, walls raised after disappointment, walls fortified by every wound that went unacknowledged, every dream that seemed to die. Every time you felt abandoned in your moment of greatest need, but now those same walls confine you. I am tearing them down, and yes, this feels frightening. Exposure always does. But freedom exists only beyond the walls. Safety is not found in isolation, my child. True security is discovered in my presence, which is with you always in the open places, in the vulnerable moments, in the spaces where you have no control. Trust me through this dismantling. What protected you in one season will restrict you in the next, and this next season requires you to be open, vulnerable, willing to receive what I am bringing. I am bringing people who will see you truly, opportunities that require courage, not just caution, blessings that cannot fit through the narrow openings you have allowed in your carefully guarded life. You cannot receive the fullness of what I have prepared while your hands are still clenched around the little you managed to secure for yourself. Open your hands, open your heart, open the doors you sealed shut. I know the risk feels enormous. I know every instinct tells you to stay protected. But consider this: what you are protecting yourself from is far less than what you are protecting yourself out of. The walls that keep pain away also keep miracles away. The defenses that prevent hurt also prevent healing. And I am the God of healing, my beloved, not surface healing, not temporary relief, but deep, complete, transformative healing that reaches into every broken place within you and makes it whole. This healing cannot occur behind walls. It requires vulnerability. It demands honesty about your wounds. You have been strong for so long that you have forgotten how to be weak. But it is in weakness that my power is perfected. It is in your admission of need that my sufficiency becomes evident. Stop trying to appear unbreakable. I did not create you to be stone. I created you to be alive, feeling, growing, changing. The tears you have held back for months, for years, let them fall. The grief you have suppressed because others needed you to be strong, acknowledge it. The anger you have buried because it seemed unspiritual, bring it to me. I can handle your full humanity. I can hold your complete truth. In fact, I require your honesty more than your pretense of having it all together. The mask you wear to convince the world you are fine is the very thing blocking the intimacy you crave with me. I cannot commune with masks. I commune with hearts. There are doors ahead you cannot yet see, connections about to form that will alter your trajectory. Opportunities preparing to emerge that match the person you are becoming, not the person you were. I am aligning divine appointments even as you read these words. People are being positioned in your path right now. Some will arrive as mentors, carrying wisdom for your next level. Others will come as companions, walking beside you through this new terrain. Still others will appear as recipients, ready to receive what you have learned through your journey. But you must be spiritually positioned to recognize them when they arrive. Many miss their divine appointments because they are looking for something different, expecting something else, holding out for a version of blessing that matches their imagination rather than my intention. The help I send may not look like you expected. The door I open may not be the one you were watching. The answer I provide may come packaged differently than you anticipated. This is why discernment is essential. This is why you must learn to recognize my voice, my fingerprints, my way of working. I often move in the margins, in the unexpected places, through the unlikely people. The ones you would overlook are sometimes the very ones I have sent. The opportunities that seem too small or too strange are often the exact pathway to where you need to be. Do not despise humble beginnings, my child. Do not dismiss what appears insignificant. Some of the greatest shifts in human history began with moments that seemed minor. A conversation, a chance encounter, a small yes to something that made no logical sense. I am orchestrating circumstances with precision beyond your comprehension. Every person you meet, every decision you face, every moment of choice, these are not random. They are intentional intersections where heaven touches earth, where my will seeks expression through your willing participation. This is why the internal work precedes the external blessing. This is why I refine you first. An unrefined vessel cannot carry what I am preparing to pour. An unprepared heart cannot steward the magnitude of what is coming. And what is coming is not merely personal blessing. It is kingdom impact. It is generational shift. It is influence that extends far beyond your individual life. I am not upgrading your circumstances just so you can be more comfortable. I am positioning you for purpose. The trials you have endured were not meaningless suffering. They were your training ground. Every difficult person taught you patience. Every closed door taught you trust. Every season of lack taught you dependence. Every moment of waiting taught you faith. You have been in preparation, though you thought you were in punishment. You have been in school, though it felt like exile. And now the training is completing. The preparation is concluding. The refining is reaching its final stage. Some situations exceed all understanding. My child, you tried to comprehend them, analyze them, control them, but they remain beyond your grasp. This is because certain realities are known only by the Spirit. Logic cannot unlock every door. Reason cannot solve every mystery. There are dimensions of existence that respond only to faith. This is why I am teaching you a new way of knowing. Not through intellectual mastery, but through spiritual perception. Not through analytical thought, but through intuitive awareness. You are learning to sense my presence, to recognize my voice, to discern my movement even when circumstances suggest otherwise. This spiritual sensitivity is a gift I am developing within you. It cannot be rushed. It cannot be manufactured through effort. It emerges through surrender, through quiet, through the willingness to not know while trusting the one who knows all. Today, I grant you peace, not through full understanding, but through simple trust in me. That trust brings profound stillness, even in the midst of chaos. It creates calm, even when the storm still rages around you. This is supernatural peace, not the absence of trouble, but the presence of my Spirit providing stability regardless of external circumstances. The world offers peace as the removal of problems. I offer peace as my presence in the midst of problems. The world says you can have peace when everything is resolved. I say you can have peace right now, even while resolution is still unfolding. This peace surpasses understanding because it defies logic. How can you be calm when the situation is still uncertain? How can you rest when the outcome is still unclear? How can you have joy when the trial is still present? Because my peace is not dependent on circumstances. It is dependent on me, and I am unchanging, constant, eternally faithful. Whatever has weighed on your mind, you can now release completely to me. I receive everything you surrender and transform it entirely, even your deepest doubts, your most painful memories, your most persistent fears. Hand me the worry that wakes you at 3 a.m. Give me the regret that surfaces when you are alone. Release to me the anxiety about tomorrow, next week, next year. I hold all of your tomorrows in my hand, every unknown variable, every uncertain outcome, every unanswered question. I have already factored them into my plan for you. Nothing that happens will catch me by surprise. Nothing that emerges will overwhelm my capacity to guide you through it. You do not need to figure everything out today. You do not need to have the next 10 steps mapped before you take step 1. You simply need to trust me with what is right in front of you, in this moment, today. And as you do, I will illuminate the next moment, and the next, and the next. The waiting you have endured was not punishment, it was preparation. Every delay held purpose. Every closed door protected you from what you were not yet ready to handle. Every no you received was actually my not yet preserving you for the right moment. You see, my child, timing is everything. A seed planted in winter will not grow. No matter how good the seed is, it must wait for spring. The seed is not being punished during winter. It is being protected. It is waiting for the season when its growth is sustainable. You have been in winter, a necessary season, a season of dormancy that appeared like death but was actually preservation. Beneath the frozen surface, roots were growing deeper. Hidden from sight, strength was developing, and now spring is arriving. The waiting taught you things success could never teach. It cultivated character that easy victory would never produce. It developed spiritual muscle that convenience would never build. Every day you chose to trust me when you saw no evidence. Every moment you worshipped when you felt no emotion. Every time you obeyed when you understood no reason. These were not wasted. They were investments into an account that is about to pay out, and the right moment is now approaching. Not because you have finally earned it, not because you have suffered enough to deserve it, but because the season has shifted, because the preparation is complete, because the timing is now aligned with my purpose. I am orchestrating details you cannot see, moving pieces into position, preparing hearts, opening eyes, removing obstacles, creating pathways where none existed. While you slept last night, I was working. While you went about your ordinary day today, I was arranging. While you thought nothing was happening, everything was happening. The invisible realm is far more real than the visible one. My beloved, what you see with your eyes is temporary. What exists in the spiritual dimension is eternal. And in that eternal realm, the victory is already secured. The answer is already released. The breakthrough is already accomplished. Your job is not to make it happen. Your job is to receive what has already been done, not to strive and force and manipulate circumstances, but to align yourself with what I am already doing, to position yourself to receive what I am already releasing. This is the difference between human effort and divine flow. Effort exhausts, flow energizes. Effort depends on your strength, flow depends on mine. Effort creates temporary results that require constant maintenance. Flow creates lasting fruit that multiplies effortlessly. I am inviting you out of effort and into flow, out of striving and into rest, out of anxiety and into trust. This does not mean you become passive. It means you become responsive, moving when I move, resting when I rest, speaking when I speak, staying silent when I am silent. Your role is not to force outcomes. Your role is to remain faithful, to stay aligned with my presence, to keep your spirit receptive. The striving ends here. The struggling ceases now. What remains is simple obedience and trust. I am not asking you to understand the entire journey. I am asking you to take the next step, just one step, and as you move, I will illuminate the next step, and then the next. This is how we walk together, one faithful step at a time. You will not stumble. I steady your feet. You will not falter. I am your support. My love acts as your shield. My wisdom guides your path. And though everything around you suggests stopping, press onward. For as you move forward, I create openings. As you lean on me, I shift what seems immovable. As you remain patient, I work in ways you cannot perceive. Trust in divine timing, my precious one. Not every situation will conclude exactly as you imagine, yet all will reach clear resolution. Sometimes the miraculous arrives in unexpected form, but it always arrives complete. And I am accomplishing this right now without noise, without grand display. The extraordinary unfolds as you place your confidence in me. Within the quiet of belief, I bring forth the mightiest works, and you are being touched by that very presence. In this instant, the times when you felt unseen will be remembered as periods when you were protected. You will understand that what appeared as delay was, in truth, divine timing. What felt like barrier was part of my perfect plan. I did not allow you to arrive at this point prematurely. The sacred moment required preparation. You are being equipped for purpose beyond your current capacity. You will influence individuals you have not yet met. You will connect with those who need precisely the journey you are experiencing now. Every trial you have overcome will serve as testimony. Every answer you gain through prayer will become declaration. Every transformation unfolding quietly will become undeniable proof of my hand at work. What I am accomplishing within you now is what I will multiply in others through your life. Those who doubted will witness the outcome, even amid present burdens. Even if your heart still holds questions, a peace is being released to you now. That peace does not depend on your circumstances, but on my nearness. And that nearness is with you, always. I do not require buildings of stone to reach you. I dwell within the sincere, the humble, the heart that seeks me. And you sought me. That is why I am here. Prayers offered long ago are being brought to remembrance today. You may have forgotten them, but I did not. I recall every heartfelt request made with faith. It will come to pass. It will manifest at the appointed time. What seemed buried was actually undergoing preparation beneath the surface. No sincere prayer goes unheard. No act of trust is ignored. All will be transformed into visible answer. The season of waiting is concluding. The challenge you encountered was not penalty, it was instrument. I used what caused pain to shape the person you were meant to be. And though you wept in solitude, though you remained silent through struggle, today I declare the period of hiddenness is finished. The time of obscurity served its purpose. Being unknown protected you while you were still forming. Being hidden shielded you while you were still growing. But you cannot stay in the cocoon forever. The butterfly must emerge. The potential must become actual. The promise must manifest. Now is the time for your true self to emerge. Not the version of you that others expect. Not the image you maintained to keep peace. Not the role you adopted to survive, but the authentic you, the one I created, the one I see, the one I am calling forth. You are not being formed merely to survive. My child, survival was the goal in the last season. But this new season is about thriving, about flourishing, about stepping fully into the calling I placed on your life before you were born. There are matters you will guide, decisions you will make with deep inner certainty. What once held you bound will now become ground you have conquered. The very things that attacked you will become your testimony. The struggles that tried to destroy you will become your strength to help others. This is the redemption. I specialize in taking what the enemy meant for harm and transforming it into ultimate good. Your pain will have purpose. Your scars will tell a story. Your wounds will become wells from which others drink. But this requires a shift in identity. You cannot step into new calling while still seeing yourself through the lens of old failure. You cannot embrace new authority while still defining yourself by past mistakes. You cannot walk in new power while still carrying old shame. I am rewriting your identity, my beloved. The labels others placed on you, rejected, inadequate, too much, not enough, broken, damaged, these are being removed. The names you called yourself, failure, fool, victim, mistake, these are being erased. In their place, I am speaking your true name, beloved, chosen, called, equipped, anointed, purposed, destined. These are not motivational words. These are spiritual realities. This is who you actually are in me, regardless of what you have done or what has been done to you. Your identity is not determined by your history. It is determined by my decision about you, and I decided before time began that you would be mine, that you would carry my presence, that you would display my glory in the earth. A new awareness is stirring within you. What began in struggle will end in victory. Your story will not be defined by past wounds, but by the restoration I bring. The path forward will be marked by confidence, not failure. You are no longer identified by past mistakes, but by promises that endure forever. I always complete what I begin, and no time is wasted when I direct the outcome. Everything that comes your way will be used to strengthen you. You stand here now because of quiet resilience within you that you had not fully recognized. Your existence is not random. It is designed with perfect intention. Every difficult season you faced will become the pathway to what comes next. What tried to diminish you will now be redirected to fortify you. There were moments you simply wished for difficulty to pass quickly. You longed for time to accelerate, for understanding to dawn, for someone to truly see your struggle. But now I reveal deeper truth. Waiting taught you to depend on me more than logic could grasp. As you persevered, your inner self was prepared to receive what endures. And at this moment, all that appeared withheld will be understood as preparation. Your reward will match your endurance, and the recognition that emerges from your quiet journey will be evident for all to witness. You will no longer feel the need to prove your worth, my cherished one. The relentless pressure you sense, the weight of continually needing to accomplish more, to be more, to bear more, did not originate from me. I designed you for freedom, not for constant comparison with others. Every life has its own timing, its own rhythm, and your destined moment is approaching with clear intent. You will observe how your circumstances begin to align with the change happening within you. What once resisted you will now yield. What seemed closed will now open. Because when I move within your inner being, your outer world begins to transform. The promises I made are not merely old memories. They have been growing. Some are already visible. Others are about to emerge. What you believed was lost was simply being prepared, gaining strength unseen. And now I am bringing forth what you had almost abandoned hope for. A deep strength is flowing from my presence into your life. This is not fleeting emotion, my beloved, but genuine realization of my design for you. Welcome this season, understanding that the time has come for you to live out all you have believed. My beloved child, you have remained until this point a testament to the hunger within your spirit and the unwavering trust in your heart. This deep seeking, this readiness to receive, honors me greatly. It is proof that the transformation I have begun in you is real, and the new season is at hand. Now, as you stand at the threshold of this deeper understanding, I give you a sacred assignment. Let the truth you have heard resonate not just within you, but through you. Your journey, my precious one, is not meant to be held in isolation. There are countless others who carry the same silent pain, the same hidden burdens. They too are waiting for this clear voice of hope. As one who has walked this path of faith, I call you to extend your commitment. If this message has touched your spirit, let your heart respond. Type Amen in the comments below. Not as empty ritual, but as declaration that you receive what I am speaking over your life. Your written word becomes agreement with heaven. It activates faith. It releases what has been held in reserve. And as you declare Amen, know that you are not alone. Look at the others who respond. See the community of believers who walk beside you. Each Amen is a voice joining yours in unified faith. Then share this message. Send it to someone who needs to hear these words. For your act of generosity allows my light to touch lives still shrouded in confusion. When you share this truth, you become part of my work in the earth. Subscribe to this channel so you will not miss what I speak next. For this is not the end but a powerful beginning. I am preparing the next portion of revelation for you. deeper truths, clearer paths. Return for continued understanding, for my presence will always meet you here. Until then, walk in the peace I have released over you, assured of my constant care and unwavering love. Type Amen now, share this message, subscribe for more, and watch as I bring to pass everything I have spoken over your life. The breakthrough is here, the transformation is now, and you, my beloved child, are ready. Amen.